Oh, I'm on.
Oh, did you see that big fish down there?
Look at the groper. Oh, look at the groper. Oh, groper got him.
I'm pretty sure that beast that just attacked my mackerel was a giant groper. These suckers are serious fish. Yeah, mate.
Yeah, look at it.
Ahoy there, legends. Jake the Kent here, and I'm in Cooktown at the bottom of the Cape York Peninsula of Queensland, Australia. And in this video, we've got some bloody fish to catch. We're hooking big fish, small fish, and even a giant fish, as you've seen. We land a few, we lose a few, but I have a bloody ball the entire time, and I hope you do too. So thanks for joining me, and welcome to another feckin' adventure.
Hang on. Good.
So let me start from the start. Let's go fishing.
Come on, Rodney. There we go. Here is the fishing bag pre-packed from yesterday. Oh, and they're already wet. Gaz, why are my Crocs already wet?
That was in the shower.
Gaz wore these in the shower, so starting the day with wet shoes. And as you can see, it is a beautiful morning down here. It's about 6:45. High tide has just gone, so we've sort of got the start of the run out now. And there's a lot less wind today than there's been the last few days. So I'm going to have a flick along these rocks here. Let's see if we can find anything. What? That had been in the water for literally 1 second and it got smashed. Holy crap, what was that? I've never had a lure in the water for that small amount of time before it's been absolutely smashed. What is that there? And will it take this huge grub? Probably not. But is there any other way to find out? There it is. Scared the shit out of it. Alright, realistically, this is fairly ambitious, but this, I think, is a decent step up from the plastic we had on here, but it's still small enough that it will encourage a fair few fish, hopefully, to have a go at it. So we're swapping back over to this. That's where I want the hook to come out. Make a little target for myself there. Now feed it on. That looks pretty good. Bit of sludge moving on through here, which is not really very cool. Oh, yuck. What are they? Try to bring this lure back past them. I literally hit one of the fish with the lure. They're right there. What is happening? They're right there. Oh no, that's embarrassing. I've casted the end of my rod off. There it is in the water. I haven't done that one for a long time.
Not overly successful on the lures this morning, but here's some footage from a day or so ago when I had a go with some bait.
Bit of queenfish on a hook, here we go. Gotta love the old end of the fence rod holder there. I missed the bite on the video, but we have hooked something, I believe. I've got a feeling this thing is going to go for a bit of a run. It's behaving at the moment, but it wasn't a moment ago. Ah, just snipped it. Just snipped it off. Ah, damn it. All right, let's get another one out. Alarm bell's on. Oh, there was a hit then. Yeah, getting hits. Take it, fishy. Fishy.
Well, that little fishy didn't come back, so it's time for a quick feed before we take the rods down to the wharf.
Some chicken strips and broccoli for lunch. Thoughts, BadGaz?
Pretty good.
Bit of a post-lunch pack-up, Gaz.
In the sun.
Yeah, it's good. Oh, got a bit of leaves in the old skillet. We do actually get quite a few leaves in here, don't we?
Yeah, 'cause it's always open.
Oh no, chaos!
That's how I usually do.
Yeah, here I go trying to show off and put all the dishes away on the video. Stuffed it. Watch this bit though. I've got this bit sorted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Great job.
And look at this. And then look at this.
Oh wow.
Sorted, gas.
Sorted. Don't forget your fork.
Where's my fork?
In there.
I always forget my fork. Since our fridge slide stopped locking in place, this little mat that was behind BadGaz's seat has become the stopper.
It's a bit annoying.
Gotta close the door without getting your arms stuck in there, which I did the other day. Lunch complete. Now where were we again? Ah yes, fishing. No, BadGaz.
No.
A bloke in a Cairns tackle shop showed me these specifically and told me they weren't too bad, and then I've met a bloke here down at Cooktown today who uses these too, so never used them before myself but keen to give them a quick go. What do you think, BadGaz?
Sure.
Convenient, one pull package. I don't know, little fish are just meant to come and attack these little hooks.
Oh, is it one whole thing?
It's one big line of little hooks. Let's go and have our first ever attempt at a bit of sabiki action. Tiny hooks with a little flasher feather on them with a little sinker on the bottom, so I think you're just meant to drop it in and just slowly work it up. Oh shit.
Are you on?
Yeah.
Oh, little fishy.
What?
They do work.
It actually worked.
Oh, it's a shiny one. That's cool.
That actual F? That's insane. It's caught a fish. Oh yeah.
Little fishy.
What the heck? How does that actually work so well? So here's this little sabiki rig. Just dropping it off the edge of the wharf here. Letting it get to the bottom. Once it's at the bottom, which it is now, I'm just gently jigging it up like this. And then just like that, there's a little bait fish on there. This is the most insane, easiest little form of fishing I've ever seen. I can't believe it.
Fish on fish, actually, mate.
Well, I'm pretty impressed with this little ripper of a bait jig, and I'll definitely keep a few of these in the tackle box from now on. I don't think Gaz has ever actually seen me catch that many fish, even though they were pretty tiny.
So many.
Anyway, that was a bit of fun, and it's time to set our sights on something a little bit bigger now. He's swimming around it. Take it. He's right on it. There's two of them swimming right next to it.
2 fish.
Yep.
Big ones.
Yep. So close. Oh, I'm on. No, you're right. Oh, he's got damage. He's got damage. He's been beaten up, this one. Here's the fish. Now I've just got to land it. What could possibly go wrong?
Did you see that big fish down there?
Yep. Look at the groper. Oh, groper got him.
Big fish down there?
Yep. Look at the groper. Oh, groper got him. I'm pretty sure that beast that just attacked my mackerel was a giant groper. Here's a clip of a giant groper on display at the Museum and Art Gallery in Darwin, and for some perspective, here's a photo of me next to it. The info plaque states that this one weighed 215 kilos, but that they can weigh over 270 kilos and grow to nearly 4 meters long. As that poor mackerel and myself just found out, these suckers are serious fish. Yeah, man.
Oh no, what now?
That's done. What do I do? Now, either I'm still hooked to the mackerel, which the groper has chomped on and is currently swimming off with, or I'm now hooked to the groper. Either way, I won't be landing a fish out of this because the mackerel has been munched and the groper is protected, not to mention bloody giant and essentially unstoppable anyway. I'm keeping some tension on here in hopes that the hook pulls free so that the groper has a hookless meal. Unfortunately though, I'm losing line, so it's time to abandon mission. Nice fish. Cut it
Where?
here.
There?
Yep, there, quick.
Ooh, holy shit, Gary.
Holy shiz.
That big dark shadow. Since that happened, I've had a chat to some locals at the pier here and they've all said, yeah, you've got to get him in quick because the groper take him. Which obviously I didn't know beforehand. Oh well, we'll get another bait in the water and we'll see if we can hook another one.
Operation catching my first ever mackerel, take 2.
There's one of those deep dark shadows. Getting takes and they're just not.
Where's the fish gone?
Just lost something.
After a few little nibbles, a few stolen baits and a few more casts, we have hooked ourselves another fish. Let's see if we can catch this one. Apparently while I've been fishing, Gaz has been rubbing grease into the camera lens, so apologies about that. During this battle, we had a couple of lads on the jetty offering some words of wisdom too.
Quick. Coming up, we're going to make it up, but we're coming up. Oh, I don't want to snap the rod.
Let me help you. How cool is that?
Thank you, mate. Right place, right time there, mate.
No worries at all.
Well, that was a bloody close call with old mate Groper coming back for seconds. But here it is, safely on the wharf, my first ever spotted mackerel. And what a damn pretty fish it is indeed. Mr. Mackerel measured in at 65 centimetres from tip to tip, so we could have kept him for dinner since Google shows that the minimum length you can keep is 60 centimetres. But I always like letting the special fish go because I like to think about them later and wonder if they're still swimming around and what they might be up to, which BadGaz tells me is really weird. But anyway, let's send him on his way. In other news, while I keep casting for mackerel, look who's decided to get amongst the sabiki rig action.
Close it, yep, now wind it up just a little bit so it's off the bottom. Yeah, and now you just jig it. So you just try to keep it out from under the jetty, so move it back out that way.
That's where the fish are.
Yeah, that's it, just little movements like that. What'd you catch, Trish?
Fish.
Pick it up.
No.
Okay, do a thumbs up. I'll get a photo of you with it.
That's nice fish.
And here it is, BadGaz's first ever fish.
This is your new hobby, is it?
Yeah, catching bait.
BadGaz isn't keen to dehook her own fish just yet, but she's going to hold this one.
Yep.
Oh,
What you got there, Gaz?
a fish.
A herring.
A herring.
Throw it back.
Take a photo.
I'll screenshot this. Throw it back. No, that'll be alright, it's not heavy. Come on.
Notice BadGaz is staying very clear of her slimy fish hand here. That's pretty funny.
It's probably wrapped around the tip, is it? No, no, that's fine. What happened is you wound this too high, and you wound the swivel up through the top guide. So you wound it a bit high, that's all. Oh, nice work. Now you got to dehook it.
Where do I put the rod?
There you go, it's dehooked itself.
While BadGaz is busy with the bait fish, we've got mackerel to catch. Here we go.
Oh yeah.
Can't miss that.
Here we go. I'm going to try to get him up. That groper comes. Yeah, take the rod.
Here is how not to land a fish 101. Pretty ugly, but we got it done.
Hang on. Take the rod. Oh, that was close.
Oh, that's Spanish mackerel.
Spotted mackerel, this one. Whew.
That's amazing.
Alright, Mr. Fishy on deck. We'll get the hook out and go and give him a measure.
Yes. Alright, there we go, 58. 58, and he is, I think he's a spotted mackerel, which is 60. 60 is legal length, I believe. We put him right on the zero there. He's 58. Better let him go, hey? Yeah, he's good.
On the barbecue.
I think he's a bit small.
Oh, really?
He's 58, legal 60. I just had a look. Get a good photo though. Ready, Trees?
Go ya, mate.
Looking back on this video now, clearly I measured the fish to the fork of the tail rather than to the tip of the tail. And honestly, I'm not entirely sure why. Probably because I was rushing to get the fish back in the water and I'd spent a bit of time in the sun. Anyway, after a quick Google search, it seems like measuring from the tip to the tip was the way to go. And if I had have done that, I would have seen that the fish was above the minimum length and he may have been dinner. Your lucky day, Mr. Fish. Have a good one. Cheers, mate. I keep casting until eventually it's just me and these beautiful game fishing boats left at the wharf. Anyway, let's see what's for dinner and fuel up for another day of fishing. Yes, BadGaz, ravioli gaz. We accidentally bought a serving for 4, didn't we?
Yeah, I didn't realise till I cooked it, and I was like,
Back to chasing mackerel. Here we go again.
The wharf is pumping. Heaps of people out there. This little sabiki rigs thing. Somehow I did manage to put these little pieces back onto this paper here, but as you can probably appreciate, it's quite chaotic. A bit of luck, hopefully this comes off in a nice untangled piece, which it looks like it is.
I tie this bait jig on and then I'm down to the pontoon just next to the wharf.
A bit of bait swimming past here. We'll drop the little bait rig down, see if we can pick anything up. Should be able to, yep, there we go. A few little bait fish.
Over to the heavier rod now.
Bit happening here down the wharf this morning. I think we're in with a chance of this hooking up. High tide, not too far from sunrise. Fresh bait. Got a bit more room to work with today on this little pontoon than I had yesterday up on the jetty, so let's wait and see, hey? Oh, don't go over there. Go on, mate. The tide does seem to rip past this wharf either in or out, depending on what the tide's doing, obviously, throughout the day. But the nice thing about now, because we're at the dead high, I can throw this fish head out unweighted, and because there's no pull in or out, it'll sort of stay directly out in front of me, which is nice. It doesn't get in the way of other people's fishing, so I'm enjoying that. Sun's just coming over that big mountain behind me, and it's got a bit of kick to it, even though it's only 7:15 in the morning. So I think we better get the action sleeves ready to go, so these fish know we mean business. Go. Oh, something taking it. Here, fishy, 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 fishy. Oop. Fishy, fishy. Did it just take the bait off the hook? I think it might have. This Cooktown wharf, hey, what a beautiful spot. Look at the mountain range in the background.
A beautiful view, certainly, but no more fishy action. So we're boosting off to a nearby area called Archer Point. Hopefully, we can find some more fish there. After about a 30-minute drive, we're at Archer Point, and I'm going to fish that rock wall and old wharf kind of thing that I can see in the distance there.
Can you pass this Rodney, Gaz? It's stuck behind the car mount thing. Nice work, BadGaz. Alright, so here's a quick rundown of all the goodies I'm going to put in my little bag and take down to this rock wall. So we'll start over this side. We've got a couple of new Halco twisties. These ones are the 55-gram ones. I usually get the silver, but all they had in the shop was the gold. So, ow! There you go, first catch is me. What I'll do with these, just so they're a bit easy to store, is this is where I usually keep these metal slug type lures, so I've got a different range of sizes in there. I'll just put this little strap over there to stop the container bouncing open. Next thing is a couple of poppers. So this is one I found down at the Cooktown wharf, but I've actually found this. The Halco Rooster. It's pretty rare that I go fishing and I gain a lure. Pretty happy with that. This is a similar one that's a little bit smaller, so we'll take those two down as well. In here we've got a bunch of different size jig heads, and they will match nicely
to a few different types of soft plastics that we have here. We've got a couple of different leaders here. We've got 100 pound and 50 pound. We've got our GoPro tripod, phone tripod, knife, multi-tool with pliers, measure mat. I've got a little trace here and a little 100 pound with probably a 6.0 circle hook there. So that's the gear that I'm going to take down. I'm also going to grab a couple of frozen herring as bait that I've got in here. Oh no! Oh, we're on a mission! Oh no! Oh, this thing. Bamboozled by the Ziploc, Gaz. We'll get all that gear into my trusty little bum bag and then we'll head down. Let's get rolling. That's where we're going. I'm not sure if you can see, but there's the Trippin just shining up over there. Just walked down this hill and looks like the remnants of an old dock or pier of some sort. It's twisty time. Let's see how we go. No luck after a bunch of casts, so next lure. Popper time. Alright, the popper didn't do it for us. Let's go try something else. And let's have a go with the soft plastic. Nothing on the big soft plastic. Tried pretty much everything I had in my little bum bag. No good. Sorry I couldn't catch a fish to show you folks today, but that's just fishing sometimes, and if, well, for me, that's fishing most of the time, isn't it, Gaz?
Yeah.
BadGaz and I enjoy a little cruise around the Archer Point area, and as you can see, it is a beautiful spot. We then head back to the heart of Cooktown, and I'm back to the rocks where I started out this video, which is about 100 metres to the right of the wharf. Let's have another go. Oh, we're back again. Put a little plastic on. So what's happened is I've cast to the right of the floating buoy you can see out there. And as I've been letting the jig head sink, the current has taken the lure to the left. So I'm now dragging my line across the back of that floating thing. I've got a fish and it's around. And of course, as luck would have it, a fish takes the lure when I've got myself into this conundrum. I think this fish is around that buoy out there. Ooh, reel, what are you doing? I'm wrapped around a rock. Should not have casted so close to this buoy. Probably snagged now without a fish, actually, we'll see. Alright, I'm going to open the bail arm, let it free. Hopefully, if there's a fish on there, it swims out of wherever it is. I don't think this is great. Unsurprisingly, I couldn't land that fish, but somehow it's pulled off some Harry Houdini maneuver and it's left me hooked to a rock. I have a quick break to psychologically recover from the stupidity of that one, and I'm back again for another go on Sunset. We're back. I lost that metal slug. I lost both of them that I bought from the tackle shop already, so I'm back to this soft plastic with a pretty big jig head on. Let's see if we can hook another one. That is not cool. I don't know how, but I've caught the smallest fish of all time. So small. He actually came off that really well. Catch you later, mate. Well, I tried cast after 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 cast. I think it's hard to say after a while, but you get the idea. Many casts with the lure, no good. So that is it for today, but I'm back for one last crack with some bait. Let's launch a bait out there. Well, I've decided that it's camp chair o'clock, so I've grabbed the chair out of the Trippin and I'm setting it up. Well, another beautiful afternoon, but not a lot of action. When all of a sudden, here we go, something's going on. Here we go, come on. The bell's ringing and I'm getting excited, and then I realise another fisherman has caught my line. I think you got me, bro. I think you might have got me. That's right, man.
I'm good to reel mine in.
Not exactly the catch I was hoping for to end the Cooktown fishing session, but well, what are you going to do? For any eagle-eyed folks at home, you may have noticed that I started off this video with white braid and finished it with green braid. Well, here's how that happened. I thought I'd quickly show you folks some of the goodies I got at the tackle shop today. So this first one is a cast net, and it's thrown out as per the diagram, I guess. I've never used a cast net before, so I'm sure that'll be entertaining. I'll make sure I show you when I do, but basically the concept is throw it out in the water, net small fish, and then you've got some bait so you don't have to buy bait. I got some braid here, so this is 30-pound braid. I've got 150 meters, and that's to replace this reel here, which, as you can see, I lost a lot of line on. That's when I got absolutely smoked by some big aquatic being back when Gaz and I were fishing nighttime Cape York at Runga Point.
Oh no.
Is it taking all your line? Yep.
This is what I was worried was going to happen. Something way too big has taken it. Oh. No! Oh. It's on my line. Oh.
I might try to chuck some of this braid on now, replace this stuff. This braid here that I'm taking off is a product called Tasline, and I was actually really happy with this. I tried to get some more of this today, but the shop here didn't have any, so I've had to get something else. But if I had my choice, I would get this again. When I caught that tuna back in 1770, I could feel this rubbing on the rocks while the fish was swimming around out there, so I was worried that it might have taken a nick. Oh no, straight down. There's rocks down there. Oh no, we're on rocks, I can feel it. Oh, the line's on a rock. No, 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 no. Oh, he's right over the edge. Oh no, no. Hopefully he doesn't get away. I'm gonna get swept off there. But then when I got absolutely smoked at Runga Point by that big thing, I had this drag fully locked up, so there was a lot of tension on the braid and it didn't pop. So I was pretty impressed with that, and when I get back home I will look into getting some more of this most likely, but for now this stuff should be pretty good anyway, and it will certainly do the job. So firstly, I've just pulled all of the old braid off of the reel. There we go, we're back. What I'm actually going to do is just run a tiny little bit of electrical tape all the way around there, because I'm going to be tying the braid straight on here, and this is kind of a slippery surface, so I don't want to ever have a problem where I'm winding the reel but the braid is spinning on the inside of the spool. So I'm just going to put some tape on there to try to minimize the chance of that happening. Ah, come on, scissors. There we go. So now I'm feeding the new braid through the guides from the top guide down and tying it onto the spool. For anyone interested, I use a uni knot for this. Just cutting off the excess line here. You ready to roll? Let's do it. So the first couple of wraps I get on here, I'm going to try to get fairly tight so that we really cinch this braid down onto this tape layer. So I got Gaz putting a bit of tension on that on the other side there so that I can wind it on fairly tight. A little bit more tension, Gaz. Good job. Here we go. And now I'm just simply going to wind it on. So I've just put a screwdriver through the middle of the roll of new braid and given that to Gaz. She's also got a towel to help her put pressure on each side of that roll. Does it help if you put your foot up like that? There we go, that's the end product. So we've got 150 meters of 30-pound 8-strand Daiwa J braid on there. That's all for today, folks, but in the next episode we're boosting out of Cooktown and exploring this beautiful waterfall as we continue our travels around Australia. I'm taking the fishing rod and flicking some lures about, but I'm also climbing into the high flow zone for a bit of a rinse. And let me tell you, it's a bloody cool feeling. It was good, but it wasn't that peaceful. It was a little bit terrifying. Oh well, survived.
After some encouragement, I managed to get BadGaz under there too.
BadGaz.
Unfortunately, on the way out, I have a stack and break the GoPro.
Oh, hit the deck. That was not cool.
Oh well, it had to happen eventually. So this is the state of the GoPro. Not sure if it's working yet either. We'll have to plug it into the computer and see what's on the SD card, but yes, not good.
Feel free to check out this video once it's up, say good day in the comment section below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more Adkentures. Cheers legends, have a good one.